Welcome to this webinar about the Adaptations to Essential Skills Qualifications in Wales. My name is Amanda Kelly and I'm the Industry Manager for Maths, English and Employability. The adaptations that I am going to outline here have been agreed by the Asset Management Group and Qualification Wales. As the situation and public health advice changes, these arrangements will be reviewed and the Asset Management Group will meet regularly to do so. At this time, the guidance from Qualifications Wales is that centres should plan to work back towards teaching, learning and assessment as normal. The arrangements outlined here update and replace any previous arrangements communicated by the Essential Skills awarding bodies. Starting with essential communication skills and essential application of number skills. There are no adaptations for entry-level assessments. Candidates will need to complete the controlled task under supervised conditions. For levels 1, 2 and 3, for learners who are registered and on programme and due to complete their essential skills qualification by the 30th of November 2020, candidates must successfully complete the confirmatory test under invigilated conditions, and guidance around these requirements is given in the Guidance for Assessment document available from the link here. Candidates are not required to complete the controlled task, and this component should be claimed in walled garden on successful completion of the test. From the 1st of December 2020, learners who are due to complete after the 30th of November or new learners who are registered from the 1st of December will need to successfully complete the confirmatory test under invigilated conditions, but in addition they must complete one of the two controlled tasks. This can be assessed without invigilation but will need to be subject to internal and external quality assurance. However, following feedback from our centres, we are in the process of agreeing an extension to the dates given here with both the Asset Management Group and Qualification Wales for some eligible learners. Essential digital literacy skills. From the 1st of October 2020, for all learners, the following arrangements apply. Candidates need to complete a controlled task. There will be a choice of two tasks available on the website to choose from. The controlled task does not need to be done under invigilated or supervised conditions. Centres must share the task with the candidate by means of a collaborative tool which is secure. Alternatively, tasks may be emailed to candidates provided that they are password protected. Emailing a non-password protected task is not considered secure. Candidates should be reminded that the task must be their own work and that they are not to consult with others for support. Centres should provide details of those who they are able to work with for the collaborative elements of the task. Where the task has not been completed using a collaborative tool, candidates must return the password-protected completed task by email. In addition, candidates will need to complete the structured discussion part of the task. This can be done either individually or as part of a small group. The discussion may be carried out remotely and a recording made available for internal and external verification, together with the candidate's notes. Guidance around carrying out remote assessment is given in the Guidance for Assessment Mitigation document. A link is available on this slide. We recommend that centres adhere to the standard assessment time allowances. Essential employability skills. At entry level, there are no adaptations proposed for this qualification. At levels 1, 2 and 3, the control task must be completed without adaptation. However, the structured discussion which must be completed can be carried out remotely, and the recording, together with the candidate's notes, must be retained for internal and external quality assurance. We give guidance about carrying out remote assessment of the structured discussion in the Assessment Mitigation Guidance document. A link is available here. We have received a number of appeals from centres following the centre-assessed grades and partial completion processes in the summer. A number of these appeals relate to late partial completion claims, and we have formulated a process to be followed. Centres will need to complete a form which is made available from the COVID-19 page. There's a link on this slide. The form will ask details for the individual learners and each component that is affected. Centres will need to provide a rationale for why this submission is late, and the form must be signed off by the head of centre or their nominee and returned to centresupport@cityandguilds.com. As I mentioned before, the Asset Management Group will continue to monitor and review any ongoing COVID-19 restrictions and their potential to disrupt learner access to assessments, with a view to returning to the standard assessment model when it is feasible to do so. In order to protect the validity and integrity of the qualification for the long term, centres must have completed teaching and learning across the full content of the qualification. Remote invigilation of assessments continues to be a hot topic. The members of the Asset Management Group are all exploring remote proctoring, and we are all at early stages with this. City and Guilds has launched a pilot of remote invigilation for EPA in England. The situation for high-stakes qualifications such as functional skills and essential skills is still being explored, but we are not currently in a position to be able to offer this. We are planning to start a regular monthly webinar for our centres in Wales. In order to help us to make this effective for you, please could you respond to these questions by email, quoting question 1, question 2, question 3 and your answers, and send your email to pre-employment@cityandguilds.com. Our first question is once a month a reasonable frequency, yes or no? If no, how frequently would you like a session to be run? Question 2, would you prefer the session to be open and allow you to ask your questions live, yes or no? Question 3, would you prefer a practice sharing forum, like a network, yes or no? We look forward to hearing from you. It just remains for me to say thank you for listening in to this recording. If you have any questions, please do send them to the pre-employment inbox and we will get back to you as soon as we are able. Thank you.